I promised last week, and if you missed it, don't worry, you can go back and check it out. We will definitely make sure that you link into it here. We talked about rock leadership behaviors. And if you're in essential services, particularly if you are in healthcare, managing through this challenging time, you have been called to lead in ways that you have perhaps never even known you've had to, or you've been able to shift and adapt and be able to be there for your staff in incredible ways. And I'm so impressed and I'm so grateful. The benefit of your ability to rock as a leader and practice rock leadership behaviors, recognize, organize, communicate, and be kind is you're going to get stars on the other side of this. So what is STAR? STAR is satisfaction, teamwork, achievement, and retention. Let's face it, all of these things we need anytime, particularly though when people are stressed, exhausted, burning out, and not seeing the end in sight. Satisfaction often is way lower in healthcare and essential services than it is in other industries. So to some extent, we went into this pandemic a little more depleted than we would like to. The good news is when you recognize, when you organize, when you communicate effectively, and you make sure that you are kind and that your workplace is a kind place to work, you almost always will have higher levels of satisfaction. It's never too late to put these in place. Also, let's talk about teamwork and how we can be more collaborative in this time. I know it's really easy for everyone to go off and to do their own thing and be getting our tasks done and focused on that. You will notice, though, some of the breakdowns in the system at this time because it's so stretched. It's stretched on any given time, but particularly during a pandemic. And so noticing these breakdowns in teamwork and acknowledging that it's not the providers, it's the system, it's the challenges. We've got a great healthcare system, don't get me wrong, I'm not criticizing it. It's just, there's no way that we can ever afford to have this incredibly rich healthcare system that we would love to have. And oftentimes what that leads to is some tension between providers, and then they think it's them, or they think that it is something to do with the relationship. And you know what? It's probably not that at all. The more we can recognize, focus on organization, communicate effectively, and with kindness, the more likely we have team-oriented behaviors. And when breakdowns in those relationships happens, we realize that it's circumstantial as opposed to a personality flaw. When we look at a sense of achievement, it seems like everyone would feel like a sense of achievement right now because you're the ones who are getting us through this healthcare crisis. And yet, we don't always feel satisfied at the end of the shift. I can't tell you a single provider that I know that could say with absolute certainty, pandemic or not, I got everything done that I felt my patients needed of me. No. A lack of a sense of achievement is what almost every provider walks out the door feeling. We need to remind people and help them see for themselves what they have done as opposed to all the things that they haven't done. And finally, retention. When we can show people that they matter, they're not just a number, and they are treated with respect, and they are in a workplace and with a team and led by you, the leader who cares about them, then people are more likely to stay. They have a lot of options. They can work in other aspects of the healthcare field, they can retrain, they could retire. How do we keep people on the other side of this? They need to feel that they matter, and that if they went, they not only would be missed, that maybe they wouldn't be as fulfilled or as satisfied. A lot of people are making some very tough choices in their mind right now. Do I stay or do I go? And when do I go? Let's not let that be a big consideration for your folks. If you rock as a leader, you're going to get star results. My name is Sarah McVanel, and if you haven't yet received your copy of this book and you would like it, please go to greatnessmagnified.com/leaders or reach out to me, Sarah with an H, at greatnessmagnified.com.